Hello everyone. Let us see about AM Superheterodyne Receiver in this video. I am Dr. T.M. Inbamalar, working as professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, RMK College of Engineering and Technology. So, superheterodyne receivers have been developed to overcome the drawbacks of tuned radio frequency receivers. A superheterodyne receiver is a radio frequency receiver that uses frequency mixing to convert a received signal into an intermediate frequency. This allows the signal to be processed more conveniently than processing the original carrier frequency. So let us have a look at the block diagram of the AM superheterodyne receiver. So the first component is the receiving antenna. The receiving antenna receives the signal which was sent by the transmitter. It sends the received signal for further processing. Next, the RF amplifier, which is basically a radio frequency amplifier. The received signal is fed to the radio frequency amplifier stage so as to amplify it, as the signal gets attenuated during long distance transmission. It is tuned in such a way that it can choose the desired carrier frequency and amplify it. Next, we have the mixture. The tuned and amplified signal enters one port of the mixture. The local oscillator signal enters the other port of the mixture. A mixture simply mixes the local oscillator frequency with the frequency of the input RF signal and perform frequency translation. Now let us see about the local oscillator circuit. It basically generates a signal with a fixed frequency and then this is fed to the mixture. When we talk about AM broadcast system, the intermediate frequency is 455 kHz. That simply means that local oscillator should select such a frequency which is 455 kHz above the incoming signal frequency. Next, demodulator, which is placed exactly after the intermediate frequency amplifier so that the constant frequency signal is demodulated and the message signal can be extracted from it. Now, we have the audio frequency amplifier. The output from the demodulator is the recovered audio. This is passed into the audio stages where they are amplified and presented to the headphones or loudspeaker. Now the signal is further amplified to a particular power level which can activate the loudspeaker. The amplified signal is finally fed to the loudspeaker circuit which converts the electrical form of the signal into an audio signal which can be heard by the listeners. Now let me tell you about the performance metrics for the superheterodyne receiver. Normally, performance of a receiver is measured on selectivity, sensitivity, fidelity, and image frequency rejection ratio. Now, let us see one by one. First, let me tell you selectivity. The selectivity is the ability of the receiver to select a signal of a desired frequency while rejecting all others. Next, let us see sensitivity. The ability of the receiver to pick up weak signals and amplify them is called sensitivity. Next, fidelity. The ability of the receiver to reproduce all the range of modulating frequencies equally is called fidelity of the receiver. Next, let us see about image frequency rejection ratio, which is abbreviated as IFRR. It is actually the measure of ability of a preselector to reject the image frequency. So, the formula for image frequency rejection ratio is square root of 1 plus q square rho square, where Q is the quality factor, and rho is equal to F image frequency divided by radio frequency minus radio frequency divided by image frequency. So now let us see what is image frequency. In heterodyne receivers, an image frequency is an undesired input frequency equal to the station frequency plus or minus twice the intermediate frequency. The image frequency results in two stations being received at the same time, thus producing interference. This image frequency is within the AM broadcast band. Now let us see the advantages of superheterodyne receiver. This has superior sensitivity, stability and selectivity. It offers better frequency stability. Next, let us see the applications. This is useful in TV receivers, all radio receivers. Thank you.